neither shall my sword save me. Verse 7.
So he said, this is what he said. He said, for I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. This is in Psalms, man.
That's
right. You gotta understand, the Most High makes a man mighty and valiant in war.
Right.
That's what it is, but that's what Israel didn't understand in 1 Samuel. That's what Israel don't even understand now. If it comes down to it, are you willing to fight and you ain't got nothing? We ain't got nothing. Are you willing to fight, man? Are you willing to lay down your life? You ain't got nothing, man. Back in ancient times, you have something called a Viking, right? A Viking is called like a berserker. We go into that word, berserker, and in their language, it means like bear skin, meaning that they didn't have armor when they ran into war. They didn't have armor when they ran into war, man. Matter of fact, some Israelites didn't have armor when they ran into war. They just girded up their loins, pulled a sword out. They didn't have a shield. They were what they call them, mighty men. Those were men that were ready to die during those times. You got to be like that. You got to be ready to lay down your life. Be ready to fight when there's nothing to fight with. We ain't got nothing to fight with. Know that the thing you can fight with is the Most High. Right. That's who you can fight with, man. Don't be grabbing around. You know, I've seen on Instagram people talking about if there's a one thing that you could take out your house and everything is going wrong, you can't go back. You got an AR-15, a shotgun, an AK, a sniper rifle, a sword, and then they got the Bible there. What you think I'm gonna grab? I'm gonna grab that Bible. I'm gonna grab that Bible. Hey, if Jake come up to me and be like, give me all you got, I'm gonna pull Leviticus 19 and 17 on him. Right. He gonna get converted. I can't convert a man with a sword. I can't change a man's mind with a gun. Right. All I can do is try to force my will upon him. But when he's not afraid of that sword and gun, then what then? It lets you know in Sirach, it says trying to fix a problem with blood or murdering, it's like a eunuch trying to pierce the virginity of a virgin. You can't. The only way we fix our problems is through this word, through this Bible. You can't break down false ideologies and false gods through just a sword. You can try to force people, but eventually, if they're no longer afraid of death, they're gonna fight, man. They're gonna fight. Give me there might have been some more. Yeah, keep going on.
Verse 7. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hated us.
See, in this story, he put the shame to the Philistines that hated David, man. What GMJ doesn't understand, he's trying to put to shame the enemies of Israel through marching in the street with an AR-15, man. You can't put to shame Esau. Esau got a damn minigun. Esau got a nuclear missile. Esau got a tank. Esau got planes and drones. You can't put him to shame because a bunch of black people came together and they got some rifles. And now, you know, I'm looking at the story, and the story don't make sense. How the hell did you get locked up? Because I don't know if any of y'all knew, Grandmaster Jay had went to the Black Award show. He went to an award show in Atlanta. He got an award. He was talking about how he had all these bodyguards, but I'm going to read where it just don't make sense. He got locked up for pointing a gun at either, I think, federal agents or police officers that was on top of the roof. Yeah, they locked him up. He's facing 20 years, right? This is the WDRB.com. Grandmaster J, leader of NFAC militia that demonstrated in Louisville, arrested on federal charges. Right? This is John Johnson, 57, commonly referred to as Grandmaster J, was charged with assaulting, resisting, or impeding certain officers or employees, according to the court documents. Johnson is accused of pointing a rifle at Louisville Metro police officers as well as federal police officers on September the 4th, the night before the Kentucky Derby, according to a probable cause affidavit that alleged the accident took place after 8 p.m. as officers were conducting surveillance over demonstrators at Jefferson Square in the downtown Louisville. At the time that an LMPD radio transmitted went out notifying officers that a group of 6 to 8 heavily armed individuals were parked on a armory place near the parking garage. According to the court documents, 2 federal officers and 3 LMPD officers then went to the top of the nearby Jefferson County Grand Jury building to watch the group. So it's 2 FBI agents and there's 2 police officers at this time, and they see them. I want you to see this, and they see them. Is this good? And you see that they out there, and he's pointing a gun. He's pointing his gun up into the buildings where he sees the federal agents, right? He's pointing his gun up. Yeah, they got him. He was pointing his gun and aiming it at him. That's what he get, right? So let's get to the meat of this, right? So it says Johnson was booked into Oldham County Detention. Esau's the damn devil. He can go to no damn where else to jail, but Oldham. Esau the damn devil, man. The Oldham County Detention Center. Just before 1 p.m. Thursday, officials said if Johnson is convicted of his charges, he faces the maximum sentence of 20 years in federal prison. According to the news released from United States Attorney Russell Coleman's office, this man is facing 20 years for flashing his gun at Esau, man. Right? We know in the H.O.I chief, brothers in New York can let you know, if you can't just be going around flashing guns at people, man. Brandishing a gun can get you prison. And then you brandish the gun to FBI agents? Oh, you getting big time, buddy. FBI agents, man. In New York, if you brandish a gun, you better use it. A lot of these Edomites that be ready to go and do some work, you don't hear nothing about them having a weapon. You don't hear nothing about them having explosives. Matter of fact, there was a black man that was a part of, I think he was a part of the H.O.I Newton Gun Club. He left it, disassociated himself from it, and then picked up a gun and killed 2 cops. You didn't see him flashing and brandishing this gun. He went straight to work. See, we put too much faith in guns. If we scare Esau enough, if we just scare him enough, then he'll listen to us. If we just scare him enough and walk around with guns, they ain't gonna listen to you, man. They're not gonna listen to you, man. That's the problem with our people. We putting faith in everything but the Most High. Got the Gun Master J. The Gun Master J. How many times we gotta come out here and let our people know, man? You can't put your faith not only in man, but you can't put your faith in them swords either, man. A lot of us be putting faith in weapons, and we be getting destroyed out here. Give me Ephesians 6 and 10. Ephesians 6 and 10, and give me Ephesians 6 and 10. I have one. Lost it. gotta understand, man. At the end of the day, well, give me Matthew. Get me Matthew 26 and 52. You got to understand, man, the way that we're going to be saved is not going to be, it's going to be mysterious. All right, the way that we're going to be delivered is not going to be something that we got delivered before. We delivered ourselves from our enemies through the sword when we were on one accord. But we're not on one accord now. We're not ready to die either. You pick up that sword, you got to be ready to die. You pick up that sword, you got to be ready to put in that work, man. A lot of Israel, they too scared. They afraid to come out and teach. They afraid to come out and teach and read some words. Bring out up.
The book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 52. Then said Christ unto him, put up again thy sword into his place. For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
You understand, when you take that sword, are you willing to die? David was willing to die. Samson was willing to die when he went out there fighting. When you killing Joshua, even Moses and Aaron during those times, they were picking up that sword. They were ready to die. Israel not ready to die. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't believe Grandmaster Jay or any of them people were really ready to die. I think it was really just a motive of, oh, we're gonna pick up guns and we're gonna scare them and force them to go and make and pass laws, because that's what Esau did. Right. Esau went up and marched in it was in Detroit, Michigan. Marched up to the governor house in Michigan with AR-15. Yeah, liberate Michigan. If you don't pass these laws and if you don't let us go out, we're gonna kill you. And Jake saw that and said, well, damn, maybe we might get something. Maybe we might. When are we going to actually do something that the heathen haven't done, or do something that the Most High actually told us? We're looking at Esau. Oh, well, Esau got that law passed by doing this. He was protesting. Maybe I can do it the same way. You got to understand, Esau's not going to give you a damn thing. He might do it for his own, and he's doing it just to appease them. He's not going to give you a damn thing. Joe Biden, after he won, a lot of these activists who supported Joe Biden, a lot of these activists said that he's gone ghost on them. They've been trying to call him, trying to talk to him. Joe, this is what I want you to do when you're president. This is what I want you. Remember what we talked about in the campaign? He got what he wanted from you niggas, and he is gone. That's the problem with y'all. You think that you can do the same thing that the white man does and get the same outcome. There's white men who are raping white women in college and getting the hell off.
Right.
The judge says, oh, he's too smart. The judge says, oh, he has a future. It might mess up his life. He's raped this young white woman. He is locking up in jail, might mess up his life. Those big black men are going to destroy him. I want one of you idiots to do that. Go rape a white. Don't actually do this. But if you actually rape the white woman and don't actually do this, right? I got to clarify that. Right.
Jake will actually have consensual sex with a white woman and get in trouble. And it'll be consensual sex. But later on, they'll shame it like, oh, you done slept with that black man, that nigga. And he's not even your husband, you just let the nigga use you. Right? And she'll be like, you know what? It was rape. And then Jake will go to jail. Off of consensual sex, much less even rape. Yeah, don't even sleep with the white woman, goddammit. You heard? Yeah, man, like the brother said, don't do that, man. Like Emmett Till, they accused him of raping a white woman. And they beat that man, they beat that young brother to death. Oh, whistling. He didn't rape. He whistled at the woman and died. That's right. So if we can whistle at the white woman and die, and a white man can actually rape and drug his women and get off scot-free, why the hell are y'all trying to do the same things these damn demons are doing and think you're going to get the same outcome? Right. Wait, that's what happened with Bill Cosby. He learned that from the white people he was around. Oh, he's pilling up these girls and getting away with it.
And guess what? He did it, and he got locked the hell up. Grandmaster J see a bunch of white people run up, walking around with AR-15s, and what happened to him? He got locked the hell up. Right, when you ready, he got locked up. And you gotta understand, when you pick up that sword, man, you better, as an Israelite man, you pick up that sword, you better be ready to die. Because you gonna get something.
Did they say anything about the Israelites, or he was a part of the black Israelites?
Nah, man, I don't be, not, you know, that's funny, that's true. That's funny. You never really see it. They didn't talk to him. No, he wasn't. You know what? That's another thing. We were always trying to figure out what the hell did Grandmaster J believe. We did. What did he believe? Right? But you know, I'm not gonna lie. Jesse actually exposed him. Jesse said, because Jesse a Christian. He said, okay, no, that's fine or whatever. But is the man the head of the woman? And he said, no, the man is not the head of the woman. It's like, what? That's in 1 Corinthians 11, the chapter, that the man is the head of the woman. But you know what it is? He's stuck on that. Israel's so big that it's so many people that can throw on some fringes, say Yahweh, say, oh, the chosen elect, because guess who they're watching? They're watching us. But they don't really know what we believe. So now he got away. I'm not gonna lie. I was convinced that maybe he was slowly rolling into being an Israelite. But then I knew he was a poser as soon as that came out. Because you gotta believe that. We believe what the Most High says, that's it. In a sense, you might say we're Calvinists, but we're Israelites. We whatever comes out that Bible, that's it. That's the word of God. But he's stuck on comedic. He's trying to get everybody together. He got comedic people in the NFAC. He got witches, people that believe in Ephah from the NFAC. He might have Israelites in the NFAC. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. You gotta have some actual common ground of belief. You shouldn't be having your women out there, even in the U.S. military. They came up with studies where there is 4 groups, 2 full groups, full female military groups, full male military groups, and then partial male and female groups. The full male military group was the best, had the best outcome. The middle, where it had men and women, the women would get tired, the women would feel couldn't compete with the men, so the men would stop and try to help and help the women. The women, the all-women group, they were just physically unfit to meet most of the requirements. So when you're out in battle and you see a woman get stabbed, you see a woman get shot, the natural reaction of a man is to do what? That's right, stop what he's doing and protect her. So you can't have a woman in the battlefield. The Bible mentions our women as hidden ones, women and children. But you know what it is? Our people are stuck on stupid, man. You got precept, bring a precept on it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 1.
Bring it out.
And false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
We got a lot of false balances on here, man. How the hell can you be like, oh, the clapback of Yahweh is strong? It is strong. You over here posing to be an Israelite. Where the hell is your beard? Where the hell is your fringes? Talking about there's a lot of fake people who worship God. Where the hell is your beard? Man got the cleanest face I've seen. Come on, man. The thing is, we was just talking about this in the car. You got milk, meat, and wine, and a lot of you niggas on wine. Grandmaster J want to learn all these understandings, and this is that, and these are the elect, and we the chosen. But he skipped the milk and the meat. He ain't even practicing none of this stuff. Some Israelites are the truth. They on the milk and want to hop to the wine. You just started practicing a little bit of the stuff, And then you want to go straight to strong drink, and now you done.
Who did it?
Y'all all skip the meat, which is the practices of the word. You gotta live this walk, man. And that's what got Grandmaster Jake took up. He not living the walk.
Okay, come. The water, King.
You got something? I had you.
Yeah, but it's probably from the trash.
All right, get me
Probably clean that trash bin.
get me Psalms 144. Psalms 144 and 1, and get me Isaiah 2 and 4. You gotta understand, man. We're not going to rule the earth based off of a gun, a weapon. It never works. Never. You have to have an ideology to take over the minds of the people. A belief. In America, everybody want to be American because of what? The American dream. They gotta have some type of belief, something. You can't just go because look in Afghanistan or Iraq, the Iraq War. They've been fighting these people for over 20 years. They don't believe a goddamn thing. The only thing that Esau has control over there is because it's military. That's it. That's it. Those people don't believe nothing that Esau believe in. That's straight. That's it. Esau would never control that spot because he doesn't have the hearts and the mind of the people. When we become the top elect ruling class of this whole world, they're going to follow our God. And they're going to understand that we're going to orchestrate them. They're going to follow what we tell them to do. Because they're going to deem us the children of God. They're going to believe in their own mind that we're the children of God. You can't do that only and solely by just the killing people. When the Lord come back and crack the sky, what the hell are they going to say? Oh, that's not real. When they see all the chariots flying over there, oh, that's not real. They're going to believe. They're going to be like, I want to be like whoever the hell that is. These dudes got spaceships and chariots. They're going to want to be like that. That's why a lot of people want to be American. I want to be like these Americans. They got money and hoes. Bring it out, huh?
The book of Psalms, chapter 144, verse 1. Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teacheth my hands to war.
GMJ, Gun Master J, you got to understand it takes more than just picking up a weapon. You got to teach our people how to go to war. You got to teach them, because some people don't have that warlike spirit. They might, oh, well, I got a gun, but you got exposed by a lot of these militia groups when one of your members passed out and shot the other one and shot himself because they don't have discipline. Number one, why the hell is a round racked in the chamber? Why? Why is a round racked in the chamber if it's not ready to go? Right. They don't even do that in the military. Right. They don't even do that in the military. Homeboy shot himself because what? Bad gun discipline. So the Most High didn't teach his hands to war. Why the hell you got one racked in the chamber? You're gonna shoot somebody. The only time you rack one in the chamber is if you're ready to go. You better go to war. You're ready to shoot. And another thing, you don't point a gun at anything if you don't shoot it. You see these people flagging each other. You got one dude aiming. I remember when they went to Stone Mountain, one dude is aiming directly at the building. Like, why the hell you got a sniper rifle on the ground aiming directly at the building that nobody is in? And if anyone is in the building, if the gun goes off and you shoot them, what the hell? Like, you just see these things that at the end of the day, we got to get a lot of practices down pat, because Israel will skip the first step and want to get at the end of the ladder. Right, is that it on that? More, keep going.
And my fingers to fight.
And his fingers to fight. Another thing, if somebody get that gun out your hand, man, some brothers, they quick. You up in their face and they snatch that gun. Do you got hands to get that gun back? Or to keep them from taking that gun? A lot of these that's another thing. A lot of these young boys out here, they in gangs, they pick up a gun because they can't fight. That nigga take that gun from you, you done. He gonna wash you. He gonna wash you. So Shalom, shalom. So that goes into man like that goes with man like at the end of the day we skipping steps and it's going to destroy a lot of us, man.
Right.
Right. We gotta understand that the Most High, we gotta look on His power. His power deals with wisdom.
Right.
And a lot of our people just not dealing with wisdom no more, man. Give me Isaiah 2 and 4. So He teaches our hands to war and to fight.
Right.
You think David gonna pick up a sword and don't know how to use a sword? Don't know how to use a bow? And it said David, he broke iron bowls with his arms, man.
I'm back. I'm back.
Samson picked up a damn jawbone and killed 1,000 men. None of us got that. Like, we don't got any of that discipline, man. Matter of fact, a lot of us don't. The Buddhist monks, they will say, do you know that Buddhist monks in the Vietnam War, they poured gasoline on themselves and set themselves on fire and they didn't scream? What discipline do you got? Do you rule your flesh, man? The Most High said, just don't sin. And these Moabites, these damn stinking heathen, can set themselves on fire without screaming. What can you do for the Lord, man? We can't even keep one law. We can't even go around without malice.
Right.
You got a precept? Sorry, bring your precept up.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15, verse 26. But Judas and his company encountered the enemies with invocation and prayer, such that fighting with their hands and praying unto God with their hearts, they slew no less than 30 and 5,000 men. Or through the appearance of God, they were greatly cheered.
Through the appearance of God, they were greatly cheered, man. You gotta have the love of God in your heart, man.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, killing, you can hate an Edomite all you want. I hate you. I hate you to death, but you ain't gonna pick that sword up and kill him. You ain't gonna pick that sword up and kill him. That takes the faith of God in your heart, man. Them men were ready, when they pick up that sword, they were ready to die. Go ahead,
Yeah, I'm gonna make a quick point right quick. Let me get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Start at verse 1, Wisdom of Solomon. This is a great topic that the young priest is bringing out, because a lot of our people, they feel like the answer is the gun. The answer is not the gun. Because to your gun, Esau got a nuclear bomb. To your gun, he got lasers. To your gun, he got robots. Right? So don't think you can out-weapon the white man when the white man only blessing is the weapon. We got to use all our blessings against his weapon.
That's right.
And our biggest blessing is the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right.
Right, let me get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
You see, the righteous man has to stand in great boldness.
That's right.
Why are we bold? Because we know we got the power of heaven and earth at our back, right? Did the Maccabees call upon the angels? Did Moses call upon the elements? Right? The kingdom of Egypt, did it get taken down by an army? It got taken down by plagues. Right? Read on.
Before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Before the face of such that has afflicted us, go ahead.
And made no account of his labors.
And they make no account of our labors.
Right.
They made no account that we done built up this place from the ground up. But that labor has made us a nation of mighty men.
That's right.
And we don't need no guns to kill a white man.
That's
We
right.
don't need no guns to kill a damn Chinese man.
That's right.
Brothers, we got lions, tigers, and bears out here.
That's right.
We put paws on you, man. Read on.
Verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled.
They shall be what?
Troubled.
They shall be troubled. Why? Read on.
With terrible fear.
With terrible fear. Read on.
And shall be amazed.
They shall be what?
Amazed.
They shall be what?
Amazed.
What's so amazing with a nigga with a gun?
That's right.
That's not amazing at all. Y'all niggas been having guns for a while, but y'all been killing each other with the guns.
Right.
Not near white person get gunned down in the hood, man. Bunch of niggas get gunned down by niggas, man. It's not about the gun, it's about the mentality and the discipline with the gun, man.
Right.
Read on. and the straightness of the what? The straightness. The what?
The
Straightness. The strangeness. The strangeness. The what? The strangeness. Because it's going to be strange to them. Read on.
of his salvation.
The strangeness of our salvation is going to be by the chariots, right? The plagues, the power of Yahweh by Hashem HaMashiach Yahushua. Because let me tell you something. When the NFAC marched on Stone Mountain, right? If the sister has a question, she can come to the front. Don't be shy, sister. We out here as your brothers.
Right.
Right? When the NFAC marched on Stone Mountain July 4th, 3 things happened that was detrimental to so-called black people. Louis Farrakhan, he made some type of big speech that 4th of July that all the Muslims watched, right? And he warned America about the plagues that's coming, right? The NFAC did a march on Stone Mountain, but then also my brothers, right, from the H.O.I. also teamed up with a couple other camps, and they did a demonstration in front of the White House itself.
That's right.
Which they always do, which we always do July 4th.
Long time.
But now, out of the 3 things that happened, which one did a white person surrender to? Did they surrender to the gun at Stone Mountain? Did the white person come and surrender to Louis Farrakhan after his speech? But H.O.I. and WFI, they had a white woman come bow down and kiss their feet.
Right.
Without no gun.
That's right.
Without no big platform. But the power of the Lord had a white woman come through and kiss Boots, the daughter of Babylon.
Right.
Symbolically. The daughter of Babylon, which is America, according to the scriptures, came in front of the White House and kissed the damn boots of the prophets, man.
Right.
So you tell me what was more powerful on that day. But Israel, our people, they get caught up in the sensationalism of black men with a bunch of guns, but now no white person surrendered that day. Only white person surrendered that day was to the men of the Lord with the Bibles in their hand, man.
Right.
So you can rely on that gun. I'm not saying don't buy no gun. That'd be foolish. Because you gotta defend your family and your nation. But don't rely on that gun.
Right.
Rely on the spirit of the Most High, man. I'm gonna give the mic back to the brother, man.
What the elder said was right, man. We rely on too many inanimate objects, man.
Right.
And that's a powerful statement. You got one, Louis Farrakhan. They praise that man like he a god, like he a deity. What's gonna happen at the Nation of Islam when he pass away, man? There is nobody that has the height of fame as Louis Farrakhan. Not no Reza Islam, nobody, none of his children. Nobody gonna clap back like Farrakhan, man. Then you got NFAC, the NFAC, the Not Messing Up, the Effing Around Coalition. This is the first time that this is the biggest black militia in America in the face of history. And then you got 2 camps that came together that not many people even know about. That's not as big as these 2 groups. And they made a white woman, white men, all these other nations bowed down because they read a book. The same book you niggas hate. The same book you say is fake. The same book you say, oh, it don't matter. It was made. I'm Egyptian now. Well, I want you to walk up to a white man and say, I'm an Egyptian pharaoh, bow down to me, and see if it'll work. Nigga look at you like he's stupid. But we done have white people, all types of nations, Asian, Arab, kiss our feet because it was like, yeah, y'all are the children of God. Show me one religion, nothing. You can't put a gun to these people's head to do that. You got white people that be like, I never go into slavery to a black person. Then we pull out the Bible. You know what? I'm so sorry.
And Jake ridicule us for that.
They ridicule us for that. Jake be the same one. Oh, for Martin Luther King, I'll whip this white man back. Then when we actually get a white person to kiss our feet, y'all wrong. Why you wrong? Oh yeah, why you took that white man skateboard? We got a lot of help for that. Even I'd have people be like, oh man, that was unnecessary. I'm gonna be honest, man. When the Lord come back, the Lord is gonna take more than a damn skateboard in Israel. when the Lord come back, the Lord is going to take more than a damn skateboard. Give me Isaiah 2:4, like I said. That what the brother did lined up to the scripture too. Keep going, bring it up.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 2, verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations.
He shall what?
Judge among the nations.
Yo, Israel, you gotta be. I'm gonna go back to Elder Zabak. You gotta be strong. All right. You don't be like Eve, who ran and been a meat shield for Esau over there. The Most High Son is gonna take more than a damn skateboard from Esau.
That's right.
All right. You crying over a damn skateboard.
Right.
They took your children, sold them. They took your moms and dads, sold them. They took your nationality, stole it. They raped your sons, your children. They took all the money from you. There is Cambridge and Oxford College that was funded from Barbados. This is a whole different country who was funded from slavery. And you're mad about a skateboard. You worried about a skateboard. You're mad that he can't be Tony Hawk now. There's wrong with you damn people, man. There's wrong with y'all, man. You took his dream. He said that. What he said? He said, man, I take all my anxiety from the skateboard, man. This is everything to me, man. Everything to me, man. This is all I got. Man, you mad because he can't be Tony Hawk now. The hell is wrong with y'all? Bring out your precept.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword.
That's right.
Piercing even to dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart.
It's a discerner and a thought of the intents of the heart, man. The word of God, when it manifests, it exposes a lot of you Israelites, man. It does. It's some of y'all not ready. Either y'all new or y'all just be listening. Oh, that's cool. But when it happened, then y'all be like, oh, hell no. Your spirit not with it. Your spirit not ready. Y'all not on that level yet. The word is a two-edged sword. It could cut my enemy or it cut me. And that cut a lot of y'all. Y'all got upset, man. Keep going on that Isaiah 2:4. The Lord gonna judge all these nations, man.
Right.
What happens when the Lord come and snatch Esau's baby out his hand?
Right.
Y'all niggas gonna give up the ghost. Y'all gonna give up the ghost. Y'all afraid because and number one, we didn't steal the skateboard. He gave it.
Right.
He gave it. He said, you know what, I'm gonna give it to this young black boy. I'm so sorry. He gave it willingly.
Right.
The Most High gonna remember that. We're gonna remember that too. But y'all got so goddamn your pennies in a bunch. No one cares. Keep going.
And shall rebuke many people.
And shall what?
Rebuke many people.
The Lord gonna rebuke many people. It says that he gonna call heaven and earth to accord the day against you. When the Lord come back and you in the wilderness and you a woman, he be like, well, Lord, I always followed you. No, you a hoe. You slept with this man, that man, and that man against your husband. It's no secret in that day. Oh, nah, brother, you slept with this woman, that woman. Nah, brother, you sold drugs to this person. Nah, brother, you killed this person. Nothing. He gonna rebuke you. It ain't it's uncoded and cut. This sword, that's why you want to do good works now. Because when you get exposed in y'all niggas think that going on YouTube and exposing each other is how the Lord going to expose us.
Right.
He know everything you did. You worried about like y'all do look like little stuff. Oh, this brother punched this brother. Oh, this brother slept with this brother's wife. Oh, this brother has this doctrine. The Most High gonna come out with stuff that's the Most High, if you got raped as a child, as a young boy, the Most High gonna bring that out. He's going to judge you and rebuke you for everything you've done. There's homosexuals. There's brothers in New York. Zabak will tell you, it's men in New York who need money. They probably done did some homosexual stuff for money. That's gonna come out. The Lord gotta bring that out. You think you're not gonna get judged for that? Every single wicked thing you've done is gonna come out, man. This man is on, what is it? No, what is it? It's somebody that's supposed to have a verses. And that's one of her songs. They do listen to verses music. Right, keep going.
And shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
There's going to be a time when Hamashiach comes, we're not going to learn war anymore, man.
Right, think that out.
War is learned from the Most High. When there's not going to be war needed no more, man,
Right.
in that day. Because the Most High's Son is the ultimate warrior. There's going to be a time of peace. Esau worried about his sword. I told the Edomite, at Peachtree Street. I was like, don't you know that in the kingdom of heaven, y'all can't have guns no more? And I put that scripture on her. She said, well, F you, and walked out. F you, because they don't want to give up that blessing. The only way you can convince these nations and people not to do that is to what? This word. You can't pick up a sword and be like, your sword. Y'all both got a sword.
Right.
You can't do that. Yeah, precept. Yeah,
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 18.
Bring it on!
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
It says what?
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Man, wisdom is better than weapons of war, something that blacks, Hispanics, and natives don't have right now, man. They just don't have that wisdom right now. That's a good precept from the brothers. We need that wisdom, which is the law, statute, and commandments of God.
That's right.
The wisdom that matters. Give me Proverbs 4 and 1. Or is it 4 and 3? Give me Proverbs 4 and 3. 4 and 5. That's the real wisdom right there. That's the real doctrine. Y'all worried about when your H.O.I coming back. That don't matter. Y'all trying to see brother on this Jubilee day and this day that happened. So he coming back 2020. He coming back 2021. That's the problem. That y'all worried about stuff that don't matter. Oh, brother, is this really a fringe, brother? Brother, you're not supposed to have this. Brother, don't you understand that we are angels, brother? Don't you understand that the stuff like that don't matter? What matters is this. Bring this out, huh?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 5. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth.
Neither the what?
Decline from the words of my mouth.
The whole important thing is the wisdom of the Most High, man. And we've been forgetting that. It's simple things. Like, you know how smart it is? You got it? Or you know how smart and wise it is just to love your brother or treat other people like you? You know how smart and wise that is? It's a powerful thing. That's something that we forget. And then we be burning all types of bridges and wonder why everybody hates us. You got Israelite camps out here saying that, all these other brothers is wicked. But then you burning bridges saying that they evil. And you trying to figure out, well, damn, brother, you supposed to forgive me. But you're not. Yes, you're supposed to forgive your brother. But you're not supposed to transgress your brother either. We always looking at it in a one-sided manner, man. That just makes it worse. Yeah, give me Proverbs 3 and 3. And it makes no sense at the end of the day. I got something for you. He's getting Proverbs 3 and 3. Get me 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. I'll bring it out. Shalom. You gotta understand the importance of this doctrine and having that spirit, man. Bring it out.
Book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4.
Oh, what? Wait. You got Proverbs 3 and 3? Give me Proverbs 3 and 3. Yeah. I told him. Yeah, I had the same thing. All right, shalom, man. All right, bring that out.
The book of Proverbs chapter 3, verse 3. Oh, it's verse 1, Slakia. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments.
Don't forget the law, man. The law. What not to eat, how to treat your brother, what to wear, what to do in this certain case, what to do in this instance. These are things that build a nation, not trying to figure out how many stars are in the sky, not trying to figure out what your zodiac sign is, not trying to figure out how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll? Like, that's what y'all doing. Like, it don't make sense. Yeah, that's what y'all doing. How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Pop? Some people might say 3. Some people might say 4. Some might say straight 8. The world will what? The world will never damn know how many licks it takes to get to Tootsie Pop. Y'all be
off the scene.
done. Brother Camille off the scene.
Whoa!
Tell the world. Yeah, we worried about stuff that we'll never agree on. Stuff that just don't make no sense. Y'all worried about how many licks does it take to get to goddamn Tootsie Pop. When is the Lord gonna come back? You're never gonna know. Why is Israel don't like each other? That doesn't matter. like these things, what matters is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We can agree on that, right? For the most part. Anything else, Israel don't know all these deep down prophecies. What does Revelation 18 and 18 mean? What does Revelation the 9th chapter mean? What did some people have all these weird ideas. See, brother, that's an actual dragon. See, it's an actual dragon. Didn't you understand back then there were dragons, brother? Like, come on, man. Like, keep the law. That's what matters, man. That's it? Yeah, bring out that 2 Corinthians up.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to pulling down of strongholds.
Pulling down strongholds, man. We pulling down strongholds of enemies, man. Through this Bible, through this word. You think that you're gonna pull down Esau's stronghold by picking up a gun? No, man. You gotta understand. You gotta break his philosophies. You gotta tear down his ideas, his things like that. You gotta tear from within. But we don't look at it like that. We look at, oh, if I do what Esau does, eventually I'll win. You're not gonna win, man. You're not gonna win. You gotta beat Esau in a different way. You got white people running around saying that we the chosen. That got Esau confounded. They got them torn amongst each other. You got Rabbi Harry Rosenberg.
Right.
Talking about, yeah, those black people are the Israelites and I am a fake Jew.
The chief rabbi over all of Spain and Portugal, Sephardicism, has opened up and said that the Sephardic church accepts Hebrew Israelites as true children.
See,
His name is Isaac Sapphira.
See, the brother said, Isaac Sapphira said that he accepts the statement that all the Hebrew Israelites are the real Israelites. You see that? You don't think that's going to cause a problem in Israel? Arthur Kessler.
Yeah.
That man said, yeah, we're Kaisars, and guess how they killed him? They said that he committed suicide by putting a knife in his back. That's how bad they killed that man. That doesn't come through, like, you can't cause these divisions unless you know how it's going to happen. Like, what was it? It's in Ezekiel where it says, they're going to say that our fathers inherited lies. You know what that is? I'm going to get it. Jeremiah, give me Jeremiah 16. Yeah, give me Jeremiah 16 and I think it's 19. Look it up.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
So the heathen gonna come on to and look, Esau, you better be glad Eve protected you, Esau. All right, you better be happy because you're going to have to do the same thing for Eve in the day of judgment. When that same black woman is in trouble, you better take them same bullets that you was about to get today. All right, keep going.
The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
See, the Gentiles going to come to us from the ends of the earth. He said the chief rabbi of all Sephardim. All the Sephardic Jews believe we the Jews. You think that's not going to cause a problem? You are worshiping them Goyim over there. Don't listen to the Goy. They are Canaanites. They are what? Kappa. They are Kappa. They're Cushim. They listen Cushim. That's what they call us. Kappa, Cushim. Keep going.
And shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Now they're like, damn, this black guy just picked up our Bible and is breaking it down to the T. And apparently we didn't go into slavery on boats. Apparently we didn't lose our identity. Apparently we're not black like the real Jews were. So someone's a liar. You don't get that by picking up a gun. You don't get that by picking up a weapon. This is the real weapon right here. Because in the end times, they're going to kill each other. There was a fake, you know, them fake Jews, they crazy, man. It was a fake Jew that stabbed, you know, they had those gay marches, right? He stabbed a gay person, went to jail, came out of jail, stabbed another gay person. So what do you think he's going to do to his own that are accepting us to be the real Israelites? It's going to be hell to pay, man. It's going to be crazy. Keep going.
Vanity and things wherein there is no profit.
They're going to say that it's no profit and it's vanity for us to be what? We're not the real Jews. Some going to be like, I'm not a real Jew. I'm going to be a homosexual like I always wanted to be. Yeah, some are going to be like, well, damn, they're the real Jews. I want peace to be in Israel. Let's put them back here. There's going to be a division in their ideology. But we look at it as, we got to pick up a gun. We got free something out, huh?
Wisdom of Solomon 5 verse 3. And they repented and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. Verse 4. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. Verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of God, and his lot is among the saints.
Yeah, that's these Jewish people. Don't you know that the Khazars they funded the slave trade? They probably thought that we weren't the real people at that time. What they actually knew. But now they thinking that we're not the real people. And they're like, damn, these are actually the children of God. And now they're the children of God. I didn't know that they were numbered like that. I thought they was just crazy. Yeah, they thought well, you know, be around, they're gonna think we crazy. Come on, brother, man. Come on, and no need to be a Grinch.
I got it on YouTube. It says Rabbi Shapira issues a prophetic statement.
Brother, what? Brother, you need. Brother, you need the book. What are you talking about?
Y'all right here. What? 5-1 need to be woke up. Competition.
But there ain't no competition. There ain't no competition. Whoa.
Peace out.
Whoa. Brother. Whoa. Deuteronomy 28:28. Deuteronomy 28:28. Come on, brother. You need the book, brother. Come on, man. How you gonna know what 2 + 2 is? You need the book. Oh, this Bible bring out demons. Bring it out, huh?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness,
and blindness and astonishment of heart.
Man, the Most High smitten us with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. You don't see a fake Jew running down the street. They're walking around the street. Hello. Hello. They're all doing good. They fine, but we got brothers like that. Good God, man. They destroyed. They destroyed, man. They're gone, man. You got to end of the day, put your faith in the Most High. That's who you put your faith in first. You gotta understand that. When you do that first, then everything else prospers. Because you picked up a weapon won't mean you will prosper. There's always a chance. But if you got the Most High with you, you're always gonna win, man. You're always gonna win. You gotta understand that. We got the curses right now. But if you go to Deuteronomy 28, 1 to 15, we winning, baby. We winning. But that only happens if we come back with a whole heart and keep the law, statute, commandments, and honor Hamashiach Yahushua as well, man. You can't forget about the Most High's Son. Because without his Son, we finished. Without his Son, we are finished. Well, I got you over. Give me, Give me Isaiah. Nope. Give me Isaiah. Give me Romans 12 and 19. Yeah. You give me Romans 12 and 19, and you give me my last scripture, that Ephesians 6 and 12. All right, bring it out.
The book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves.
He said, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves. You gotta understand, there's a time and a place. We're gonna get our vengeance, but we can't just go out, pick up guns, and avenge ourselves in that sense. Defend yourself, yes. But the vengeance is of the Most High, man. Remember that. He is our avenger. A lot of y'all brothers that got that name, Avenger for Yahushua, you ain't no Avenger for Yahushua. Yahushua is the Avenger for Israel. Yahushua is the Avenger for you. That's a cut for all them brothers with the Avenger in their name. Avenger for Yahushua. How you gonna avenge Yahushua? Yahushua is avenging you, brother. All right, keep going.
But brother, give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine.
We got to give that place unto wrath, man. Every little thing that other nations do and that we do to each other, the Most High got a book for it. He got to record it. He gonna pay us. He gonna repay us, whether it's this life or the next. You're not getting away from the Most High, man. That judgment is no joke. All right, bring that out, huh?
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahweh.
It says what?
Be strong in the Lord Yahweh.
You gotta be strong in the Most High, man. Keep going.
And in the power of his might.
And in the power of his might, because through his might shall you prevail. Keep going.
Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
That you could stand against the wiles of the devil, man. You might have an AR-15 and a bulletproof vest, but nigga, you still think you're comedic. Keep going.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
We can never forget that the real reason why Israel's destroyed, Israel never got destroyed because, oh, a nation blew us up, a nation conquered us. Yes, but deeper is that spiritual wickedness that creeped in first. They would have never overthrew us if we just kept the law, statutes, and commandments. They would never had the power. They would have never had the power to do that. That's why we got to deal with the spirit that we have first, the conduct that we have first. Because until we deal with these demons that we got in Israel, the spiritual ones, we can't slay no demons on the street. All right, give me the last scripture, bro. Oh, who coming up next?
I can't even feel my hands.
Can't even fit. Oh man.
And I was gonna bring it as a windbreaker. I think
Hey, the wad, you coming up?
I'm just trying to bring it up.
Coming up?
Come on, brother. Come on. Yeah, come on. It's your turn. I got to do it. All right.
What's y'all part then?
Hey, coming up.
All right. Shaw part, you coming up next?
Coming up. So I'm on the phone.
I think he said coming up. He said one moment. All right, bring it out.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God, in the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
All they that keep it shall come to life, and all they that leave it, they're gonna die, man. It didn't come with, he didn't have a gun. He didn't have a bulletproof vest, he died. You die because you don't keep the commandments of God, man. Y'all gotta really go into the aspect of the milk and the meat. Don't get too deep into that wine that you get forgotten. The prophecy's not gonna save you. It's just gonna show you how you get destroyed. That's it. How you get destroyed, but how you get delivered is you keep the commandments of God and have the faith in your H.O.I. Because the people that don't do that, they get destroyed. All these prophecies, they're not going to give you that endurance that you need, Israel. All right, you're going to end up like GMJ, Gun Master Jake, in jail or in hell. Gun Master Jake. Where you at? Well, Dewad, you coming up? All right, I'm gonna step down. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh and all the brothers that came out here to listen and endure and do this work. You know, I'm gonna give it to another dynamic speaker. Come on up. Talk about that.
Come on, man. Y'all give a man a clap of applause for the dynamic speaker came out here moving in the spirit of the Most High. Moving in the spirit, teaching the good word, because he's telling the truth. Because the problem is that if we all got a one mind and one accord, there wouldn't be no violence. You wouldn't even need a gun to go after your brother. You wouldn't even think that wouldn't even cross your mind. If we all got on these laws, statutes, and commandments of one mind, then we would be at peace. We would be a nation. There wouldn't be no need for that. You see what I'm saying? Now let me get 1 Peter 3:8. 1 Peter 3:8. Give me Luke 14:25. See, the issue is we got some brothers over here want to be bloods, some brothers want to be cripples, and some brothers want to be letters in the alphabet, and then you got some brothers who want to be men. But it's hard to be a man. 14:25. Luke 14:25. It's hard to be a man when you're mixing with the boys. All right, a man wakes up and knows what's in his heart. A man wakes up and knows who he is. A man wakes up and takes care of his wife and knows where he's going. A man knows to be with all kind who are one accord. All right, read out.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind.
Of what?
Of one mind.
What?
Of one mind. Having compassion one of another.
Having compassion one to another. All right, keep going.
Love as brethren, be pitiful, be courteous.
So we're supposed to love as brethren and be pitiful and be courteous. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't think it was pitiful and courteous when she stopped that devil from getting his ass whooped. I feel like that was counterproductive to our people. All these black people out here who we need to be pitiful and courteous to, and we go out our way to save the same devil that walks on the street every week. Is that not counterproductive to us? Does that help out your people? Read out. This is the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 25.
And there went a great multitude with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate his father, and his mother, and his wife, and his children, and his brethren, and his sisters, yea, and his own life, also he cannot, he cannot be my disciple.
So that's being a one mind and one accord. Because if my brother's an Israelite, and I say, brother, I can't put you over the word. You know what he's gonna say? Don't put me over the word. You can't just tell your family you're gonna walk away from them unless y'all on one mind and one accord. They're gonna say you crazy. See what I'm saying? That's gonna cause drama. It's gonna cause problems. Alright, this is the same reason. The reason I've opened up with this scripture, this is the reason Rabbi Sapphira in Spain and Portugal wants to be a part of the true Israelites. Because they see us in one mind and one accord. He opens a whole video telling his people 6 months ago that what's going on in America with the Africans on the west coast of Africa and in America is the true Jews waking up. The way, what does he put on it? He puts attachments. He puts stipulations. We can only be the Jews if y'all are Jews with us. We can only be the Jews if we're the northern kingdom and Sephardim is the southern kingdom. But that's not what he said. Alright, the Most High said we're the children of Israel. Point blank period. Y'all are cleavers. Alright, so you can cleave all you want, Rabbi Isaac, Sapphira, but you will never be a true child of God. Period. Alright? Anything else on that?
Say that again. Say that
I say it don't matter how much you cleave, Rabbi Sapphira, you will never be a true child of God. Ever. Ever. Alright. That was it on that. Alright, let me get 2 Kings 10 and 15. See, the problem is that a lot of Israelites, they hear Jewish rabbis validate us, forgetting we don't need your validation.
That's right.
We don't need it at all. We don't need your science. We don't need your history. Everything we need is right here.
That's right.
Our zeal speaks for us.
That's right.
What we do every week speaks for who the true children of Israel is. That's all we need. All right? Read it. Where we at?
2 Kings 10, 15. Got that?
10 and 15, you got to work with the Lord.
10 and 15.
We don't need validation. The problem is we don't wait on validation from people from day one. We don't need the Catholic Church to tell us that we're Gentiles. We don't need the so-called fake Jews telling us that we can be a part of y'all if we're the ones who are lost. If we're the ones who goes and cleaves to y'all. Alright, you got that out? Read.
2 Kings chapter 10 verse 15.
Bring it out.
And when he departed thence, he lighted on Jehonadab, the son of Rechab, coming to meet him, and he saluted him and said to him, is thine heart right?
So I ask you, Sephardim. I ask you, Orthodox Judaism. Is your heart right? Because your heart's not right when you're doing meals, oral circumcisions. Your heart is not right when you're eating 10% pork and telling people it's okay. Alright? Your heart is not right when you're not out here with the true children of God teaching the words, the laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Please. Listen.
I want to make a comment. They even got kosher pork.
They even got kosher pork. How is your heart right with kosher pork? You telling the fake children to eat pork while the real children are abstaining. We are.
Is thine heart right as my heart is with thine heart? And Jehonadab answered, it is. If it be, give me thine hand. And he gave him his hand.
So if your heart is right, Rabbi Sapphira, if your heart is right, Orthodox Judaism, take our hand, get out on this corner and do what we do. But guess what? You're not, because you're defying the devil. Period. And that's it. The true children of Israel, we don't need validation. The true children of Israel, we get our validation by our works. We're the only ones out here. We make videos just like y'all make videos. We make videos about our God. Y'all make videos about raping, stealing, and killing. We make pictures like y'all make pictures. Pictures about our God. We do everything y'all do. Y'all are evil. We're good. Alright? Anything else on that up? Alright.
And he gave him his hands. And he took him up to him into the chariot.
And he took it to him in the chariot. Are y'all ready to go to the chariot? There's a chariot right there. That's the only chariot the so-called Jewish man is ever going to ride. That's the only chariot the so-called Jew is ever going to get. Straight into slavery.
Oh my God.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68. This is the one we always pull, but it's a cut on the Jews. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So I may not be the smartest brother in the world, and don't let the glasses fool you, but I've never seen a Jewish man go on slavery on ships.
That ain't even the cut. The cut is, thou shalt see it no more again.
You didn't see it in the first place.
Saying that the real Jews will never be in Jerusalem.
Right.
You'll never see that place again.
Right.
So how y'all in Jerusalem
Right.
claiming that y'all the Jews, but we said the word said we'll never see it again. And on top of that, you still gotta prove to me how you went to slavery on ships.
Right.
Because I done read every book on slavery, and I've yet to see a Jewish man's name in that slave law. All right? But like I said, we don't need the validation of that. We don't even need that to prove who we are. You can see it in our works, how we love our neighbor, we love our brothers. All right? If my brother needs something, I give him the shirt off my back. All right? But the so-called Jewish man, if his brother needs something, he's going to give him that man's house. He's going to steal that man's house through the bank, and he's going to give it to him. You got a question, Elder? You got a question, sir?
I'm gonna take pictures.
Just eating? All right, cool. You got a piece of one? All right, read it. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 25. That upon you may come all the righteous, blood that shed upon the earth, from the blood of righteous Abel.
You can read that. Read that from the top. Nah, read that from the top.
Okay.
22 and 35.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 35. That upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth. All the righteous blood shed upon the earth. Who shed all the blood? I want to know whose sword is dripping with our blood right now. All right, Q.
Right.
From the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, son of Barachias, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar. All y'all doing is slaying the prophets and then sliding in and saying that y'all the true Jews. That's the only thing y'all doing, man. You got that one? So that's the issue. See, that right there is the problem.
Was that 4 and 6?
You know that? I asked for the verse. I was about to say Isaiah.
The book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 35. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempted him, and saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law?
So these Jewish people have taken our books, they've taken our laws, and they've codified it. They've made it literal legislator. Let's see what the Most High Son said about that.
Jesus answered, Yahweh said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord Yahweh thy God with all thy heart.
She said what?
Love Yahweh with all thy heart.
Love Yahweh with all thy heart. But in the Jewish Talmud, it says that as long as you don't sacrifice your child to Molech, Molech is not idol worship. That's what it says in the Talmud. It literally says you can worship Molech in the Talmud and you're not an idol worshiper. So how do y'all love God more than anything else? How does the so-called Jewish man love God more than anything else when the word of a rabbi in a book goes before Christ? Right. The word of a rabbi 600 years ago, he tells you, it's like Islam. Shura law in Islam tells you that Muhammad slept with all his wives without taking a bath. They put that in law, and now that's what these niggas doing. But then they'll sit and tell you that this is in the word. Where have you seen that? That's against the law. That's against the law. That's against the law, right. But these people say they're the true children. They say that we're fakers, we're the posers. We are.
With all thy soul and with all thy mind. Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment.
So right there, I just wanted you to read that part. All he was doing was paraphrasing the first law.
Right.
So now you got Christians come in and Jewish people come in and try to tell us, our brothers in H.O.I, brothers over there and brothers in the other corners, that we're not keeping the commandments the proper way. All right, read that. All right.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 4. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord.
Is what?
It's one Lord.
How many?
One Lord.
So why they open up a book on the Talmud and tell us that the first line of Genesis refers to multiple gods? That's what they tell you. They off. But they say we're not the true Jews. They say we don't follow the book. That's what they say. And the only way they would accept us in is if we accept their demonic Talmudism. We can't be Israel in their mind unless we cleave to them, but they're not following the law, statutes, and commandments of God. We are. All right, anything else now? Yeah, keep reading.
Verse 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart.
So not the Talmud. So these words, right, shall be in your heart. Continue.
And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house.
So the Most High said we're supposed to teach our children the law. He didn't say anything about a rabbi expounding on the law and it going down until some rabbi gets up and says, you know what? I think the guys in America, they're keeping the law pretty good. I think they are the real Israel. You know what? I think they can cleave on us. That's not what he said. All right, keep reading.
And when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be as frontlets.
So we're supposed to bind this law in our hand. It's supposed to be in our hand, in our works, in our mind. All right? They didn't say we needed a rabbi. They didn't say we needed a rabbi to break down the word for us. They didn't say we needed a man to stand on the podium and say, hey man, 600 years ago, a guy wrote in the Talmud that this law should mean this. That ain't what he said. He said, read that law, tell it to your kids, study it. That's what he said. See, the problem is that we need to get back to this common ground. We don't let so many people hoodwink us. We don't let so many people put the ski mask. They don't put the ski mask over our face that we are no more. They don't put the ski mask over our face, and now they in our land like, boy, we got these niggas eating kosher pork. We got these stupid niggas eating kosher pork. We done wrote in the Talmud, it's all right. It's okay to give oral circumcisions. Now, when we say we ain't on that, all of a sudden, we're cleavers. We're the northern kingdom now. They have no rights to the land. They're teaching people off the law, and the only true people teaching the law are the Israelites. And now they come up and say, oh, well, what do you say? Oh, well, if something's going on in America, it must be prophecy. Because you can't deny it no more. You can't deny it, so now it's prophecy. You can't lie no more, so now it's prophecy. Because we're demanding our heritage back. Because we're taking back our heritage.
That's right.
Now it's okay.
That's right.
We right.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 18. He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool.
So Rabbi Sapphira stood up and said that never in the time of Judaism have they had a problem with African Americans. Now I got 10 brothers up here that can prove that they're the reason we went on slave ships. They own the sail for the ships. We gotta get out. Read that one more time.
What number? The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 18. He that hideth hatred with lying lips.
So you got up there and said, we don't hate African Americans. In fact, y'all are the Northern Kingdom. We love you guys. This man sat up there and he hate with his lying lips. Continue.
He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that utter a slander is a fool. Verse 19. In the multitude of words there wanteth not sin, but he that refraineth his lips is wise.
So while you sitting up there, sinning with your lips, we're going to sit here and be quiet. We're going to wear our fringes. We're going to teach our people the law the proper way, and that's going to speak for us.
That's right.
All we got to do is do this work, man. We are the true children. We don't need to fake like y'all fake. We don't need to lie like y'all lie. We don't need a rabbi from 1,000 years ago to lie. We know who we are. And the problem is that now that we know who we are, you want to attach it to you. Because now we know who we are, we know who you are.
Teacher.
And that's it.
Bring it out.
Keep reading.
What's up?
Why the hell would we be Northern Kingdom when Northern Kingdom should look like Assyrians and light-skinned people?
Come on now.
He's trying to tell on himself, man. He's trying to tell on himself. He's saying we Northern Kingdoms. Wait a minute. Right. He's right. He set himself up. All right, you got to wrestle that out?
Verse 20. The tongue of the just is a choice silver. The heart of the wicked is a little worth.
One more time.
The tongue of the just is a choice silver. The heart of the wicked is little worth.
So if you want to come up here every Saturday and meet the real Jews and get about a pocket full of choice silver in your pocket, you need to come hear these laws, statutes, commandments from the true prophets of the Most High. Stop listening to Rabbi Shapiro. Stop listening to Jewish liars who took your culture and now trying to regurgitate you dog's food. All right, read that last precept out.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse.
Way down. Keep going.
I like it. Verse 13. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. No, Salaki. Let us hear the.
Hold that. You got one more piece.
The book of Luke chapter 21 verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
So the only question I'm going to ask Rabbi Safira on that one is this. Show me pre-slavery Sephardic Jew in America. Show me a pre-slavery Sephardic Jew in America. If this prophecy includes Sephardism, show me that. You can't do it. Read that out. Let's close out.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
And with that, we want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High Yahweh. And we do that by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Honors to all the elders of H.O.I. Double honors to all the elders of H.O.I. Honors to all my brothers, the soldiers out here teaching us and breaking that bread, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
That was damn good, huh?
Yashala, Mabaju, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakatah.
Kom Yashala.
Kom Yashala. Kom Yashala. Kom Yashala.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next. What? Take the kingdom. Take the kingdom. Take the kingdom. Now. Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Oh,
We don't deal with no Shamir bin liars. All right, Akim. December 8th, the Hanukkah, right? Everybody that's in the circle, get the address. If you ain't got the address, text me and I'll give you the address. right? We all gonna gather and celebrate the slaughter of Edomites by the Maccabees, man. All right, we're saying that, man. We done, man. Anybody want to get together for a group pick, man? We y'all out there, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to all the HOI channels, man. HOI DMV, the Royal Bloodline. Right. HOI Ground Zero. HOI Mustard Seed. Understand? HOI Atlanta, of course. You got a Chief Ephraim channel, right? What's your channel?
Pull Up Boy South.
Pull Up Boy South channel, right?
You got Ivy.
What's your channel, right?
Why Zion?
The Wild Zion. That good true music.
Right.
The Wild Zion for that good true music. What's your channel, right?
Brother Ari.
Brother Ari, you know what I'm saying? What's your channel, right?
The
HOI
Akio.
the Aki, what's your channel, right?
Yasha Yahawada HOI Atlanta.
HOI Atlanta, Yasha Yahawada, man, right? HOI Pull Up Boys, Shalom Paul, man, right? HOI to the Chariot Fly, Shalom.
Shalom.
Remember, we don't mess with no Shamir bin liars.
God. Shalom, shalom, yashallah, shalom.
Are you taking a picture? Locked up.